everyone, and welcome to Dork Tales. My name is Simon. I am your storyteller for Changeling the Lost, the Lot of Liars, a Changeling the Lost chronicle set in Ottawa, Canada, or some facsimile of Ottawa, Canada that sort of resembles my memories of it before I moved away and then moved back, but really bears no major resemblance to the city, in the sense that I don't think I've ever really captured its essence, which is probably good for everybody.
Try using a net?
What?
Did you try using a net?
The trident broke.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sponsor was not pleased.
Many have tried, all have failed.
Yeah. So you'll see that we are a slightly smaller cast. Temporarily, we are short Caitlan, and unfortunately, we are short Amy tonight. But we will be moving forward. And thanks for coming back after a couple of weeks where we had to bump things because of life.
Everybody's sick.
Everybody's sick. It's real sad. All right, so let's go around the table and everyone can introduce themselves and who they're playing. And then when we get to Kelly, he can give a shout out to sponsors. So let's start with Kal. Oh my God, it's Kal, Kelle, and Kelly here.
Oh no,
And
that's
only
right.
them.
Yeah.
we're not making that
Yeah,
joke.
there's a 9 in an alternate universe, a very very close parallel one. Instead of Ed, and Eddie, there's Kal, Kelle, and Kelly. And
We can do the
it's
podcast,
still
but we
running
never shut up.
to this day.
All right, well, Kal, why don't you kick us off?
All right, yeah, my name is Kal, Neo Kal, and places online and in the Twitch chat. And I'm playing Beauregard. He is beast seeming, and his kith is reborn. So he's been turned into a lot of different things and squished and remade. So he has some mercurial changing abilities here or there. But he's just a tough guy with some ram
The heart of
horns,
gold.
and not currently, but was the king, the summer court king.
Well, you're still the summer court monarch. You're just not in power.
The monarch, but not the season is not in.
Yes.
In fact, actually, are we nearing the winter court soon?
Well, that all sort of depends. We'll get to that momentarily, I think. Once we finish the introductions, we'll sort of talk about the time dilation and lapse situation we're in. Okay, so Kelle, why don't you go next?
Yes, hello. Hi, it's me. It's Kal from up the road. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Agent Dale Trooper. The agent is kind of a nickname. She's the de facto sheriff of the Autumn Court. I mean, maybe, I don't know. She was told she's the sheriff. There's shenanigans afoot. So there's she's got a little bit of a headache. And the time dilation probably would help her, or no, it's not going to help her because there's stuff that's been missing and coming back, and it's all a jumble in there. But she is a fox seeming riddle seeker, and this, I mean, even though it's happening to her, it's right up her alley. She wants to know what happened and why before she lets Brodie loose.
Right.
Wait, are you pursuing Brodie? Are we having a romance, Kal? We can make this happen.
No, Brodie keeps asking, and Dale's like, we just went for burritos. I was hungry. That's all. But yeah. So,
Just burritos.
Just wanted burritos.
That's all.
Sometimes a burrito
Yeah,
is just
she
a
heard
burrito.
burritos, and I was just like, yeah, I could eat. Yeah, that's fine.
It sounds like Tinder to me, but go on.
I wouldn't know. I've never been on Tinder.
Me neither.
Well, I mean, that was Brodie's downtime for a little while there, right?
That's true.
Yep.
True.
Yep. Speaking of Brodie, Kelle, do you want to?
Oh, hi, everybody. That's me. I'm Kelly Clark. I am the main storyteller here on Dork Tales. I'm an Aquarius. I also am a professional voice actor. Well, I'm a journeyman voice actor and writer. You can find my stuff here and other places. Just Google me, but not the snowboarder or Kelly Clarkson. Anyway, today I'm playing Brodie. He is a winter court pastiche of several characters. But is largely Barry from the show Barry, but as a troll. And that's what I'm playing with. But you know what I'm playing with tonight? I'm playing with dice from Bookwyrm Games. That's right, surprise sponsor. I want to do a big thank you to Bookwyrm Games. They are fantastic sponsors, and they also are lovers of the Chronicles and World of Darkness. If you like the World of Darkness, I strongly suggest you go check them out. You can get fantastic dice from them that are wooden, gemstone, and otherwise. And to talk about the gemstone, I do want to say, look at these. These are their mage-inspired amethyst dice. They are actual amethyst, and they make the clunk noises. Hear that clunk? That was a 6. That's a success. And at least, well, in World of Darkness it is anyway. Go check them out. Use code DorkTales. You'll save 15%, and you'll be very happy that you did, because right now the Canadian dollar sucks. Those prices are Canadian, folks. So your our loss is your gain. So please go spend some money. It tells our sponsors that you love us, and you get dice. Can't really miss. Thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for being our sponsor. Besides that, back to you, Simon.
All right, and if we were playing Mage in the Chronicles of Darkness, you wouldn't need an amethyst, you'd need something else, possibly a sapphire or any other blue gemstone for the other version of the game. My name is Simon. I am the storyteller for this game. You can find me as at Tabletop Almanac on most socials, although I have not been on the hell site formerly known as Twitter for about a week. And I'm feeling a little better about myself for doing it. I highly recommend that you only ever go there if you need to. So that means you can find me on Blue Sky. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me even at WordPress, www.wordpress.wordpress.com, where I review games, or at YouTube at Tabletop Almanac, where I also review games and post actual plays of stuff that I pre-record. So if there are any errors, I can delete them.
What's your most recent game that you've reviewed, Simon?
Most recent game I reviewed? Oh, boy.
Yeah. Like, what's the most recent one you did?
You know what? I honestly don't remember. Let me go. I actually have my studio open. Funnily enough, it was Mind's Eye Theater V2 and the Vampire MET book, which
yeah.
the By Night Studios people kindly tossed my way a little while back, and I finally got around to properly reviewing it, because I did a few takes which I didn't like. But being an old vampire larper, I was quite pleased with it. Now, that version of it you cannot carry around. That version of it probably sits on a dais.
That's the version I used when I ran my LARP, and I love it. It's just a.
Well, how else are you going to beat your players?
Very true.
Yeah, it does. It's at least a 2 lethal modifier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But it's a very solid version of it. I mean, I think the newest version is called Laws of the Night, which touches me deep inside because that's one I started with.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
You should let it buy you dinner first. I have so many copies of my Laws book, by the way. If anybody wants to buy copies of Laws of the Night, Laws of the Sabbat, Laws of the Anarchs, Laws of the Cam, Laws of Ascension, Laws of the Reckoning, Laws of the Wild, I'm getting rid of them. Talk to me.
Don't tempt me. I'm too old for this shit.
Do it.
Okay, well, besides that, actually, I've reviewed some Free League stuff, Alien, Vaesen, but then also Heirs to Heresy from Osprey Games, and it's about the Knights Templar after they get betrayed, and the very first scenario is you fleeing Paris. And then just doing whatever it is you decide to do out there in the wacky world of medieval Europe as one of the remaining 30 Knights Templar. It's written by Alan Barr from Gallant Knight Games, who does a lot of really cool kind of experimental stuff. He's one of those people who puts his design notes at like the end or beginning, so you know what he was trying to do. I really appreciate that. Anyway, definitely check it out. It's a really, it's got that and a supplement, Faith and Fear, which brings in some of the other orders, like those Teutonic bastards. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. And we are in the last arc of the Chronicle. This is the first episode of Autumn. And that's because we started with winter last winter, even though it's winter now. It was snowing like half an hour ago here. So we'll have to use our imaginations and pretend that we are, in fact, a week past the last game.
Okay.
Summer has ended and autumn reigns. Beau has had to step down as monarch of the freehold, and Rhys, king of autumn, has stepped up. The vibe in Ottawa changes in autumn just a little. There are places in the city that seem almost built for it, as if they are small towns in their own little neighborhoods, where the cafes that are either chain Luna coffees that sell pumpkin spice lattes, or bridgeheads that sell, well, not pumpkin spice lattes, but other things that they sell that's free trade and stuff. Or small restaurants which have not yet closed due to economic decline that Kelly mentioned earlier. Sorry, one of the staples of one of the neighborhoods I grew up in just closed recently. So it's a thing. Probably there'll be a dispensary that opens up there.
I was about to say Staples, but where are people going to get their copy paper?
The Staples, but further down the road.
Okay.
They deliver. It's fine.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
The Motley has, well, they'll tell you what they've done in this week, and we'll sort of do a quick little resolve what each of them have done. Prior to this happening, Jocelyn has stepped away from the Motley to go, and if you've been following the story, and if you haven't, now is not a great time to jump in, so please go back to episode 1 and start from there. Has gone to complete her oath swearing to, well, now King Rhys, Night Whisperer of the Autumn Court, declaring that she will not reveal the secret that some of the monarchs in the freehold hold, that they have a huntsman at their command, stolen from the Fae known as the well-regarded gentleman, and has been a bit of a pest on and off throughout this chronicle. On and off. You will not have seen her in this week, and we'll tell you why next time. Or reveal to you. In this week, during the transition, we've talked a bit off camera, about what your characters were doing, but let's just kind of let everybody know. So let's start with Beau. What has he been doing in the week here between sessions?
Beau has been gathering with his fellow summer courtiers, and working more, less you can't fight everything, and he's taken a risk and kind of just been like, okay, this is what we have discovered. This is, we know there's at least like a traitor in this other court, and this is why we're dealing with the what are the Fae hunters called again? The
Huntsman.
The huntsman?
The huntsman.
The huntsman.
Yeah. This is why we're dealing with the huntsman, and then just was like, are you part of this? Do you know about this?
To the Mother Bear, or to
The
each
Mother
of the
Bear.
members? Okay.
Right, and we need to figure out who knows and like who doesn't and who we can trust. So he's
Taking
what's the
stock.
word? Like, yeah, exactly. Kind of like the I was going to say reconciliation of power, the consolidation of, you know what? That's something that Bo would say. The reconciliation of power.
Yeah.
To a raised
Consolidating
eyebrow,
power,
shrug.
finding out how much it seemed like she was legit.
Hmm.
Mother Bear was about
Mhm.
that. So it's like, when we do this, we need to do it properly. No dragging our feet. No, like, oh, we'll get to it when it comes to summer. Like we got to get rid of this now, kind of thing, but safely if we can. So he's been spending the week kind of like trying to rally the troops and be a better monarch, and actually like lead and put more time into his duties.
Okay. All right. We'll resolve that momentarily. Kelle, what's Dale been doing?
Dale has been really just focusing on working on her memories, getting them back, putting them back in order. Probably talking more with Isobel because Isobel remembers the books, and so making sure that she's got everything laid out and basically creating the timeline to make sure that her memories are back in order. I don't know if she would have gone back to the Goblin Market to see the surgeon. He got all her memories back, but I don't know if he would be able to help her sort them, or is that more something she'd be doing with Isobel? She probably. I know
Possibly
she'd
a
start
good
with Isobel.
therapist.
Yeah, well, that's later, because she still wants to know why. Yeah, so she wants to have everything in order first and make sure that she's got everything kind of straight, even if she doesn't completely remember it, or if it's still jumbled, at least she has a record, the written timeline, because then she wants to try and find out, like, why did this happen, and she's trying to decide whether or not she can trust Reese to just ask him straight out, like, hey, why did you erase my memories? And is she going to believe the answer that he gives her?
Okay.
Yeah.
So something I think that it's only been a week for the characters, but that'll introduce at this stage in the game. You know how in like the Forging of the Dark games and so on, you can just reference something that already happened and you did it already. Let's do that with stuff you've been doing, conversations you've been having. And so remember when we were talking about this, and it will have happened. Or remember when I did this, and as long as it's reasonable for the time frame, it'll have happened.
Mhm.
That way we don't have to
Okay.
cover all our bases. So for everybody, and we'll tell Caitlan when she gets here. Okay. And what's Brodie been doing?
Brodie has been acquiring firearms and firearm accessories for a rebellion against the Autumn Court.
All right. Okay. How?
By using his criminal underworld contacts. Basically, remember that time that he called his criminal underworld contacts and says, "Hey, I need to get some friends strapped. I would like to purchase or trade for at least 5 pieces.
Okay.
I don't care if they're traceable. It won't matter when this is done."
Okay. Now, this war you're planning.
It's a little
Besides the
more than
motley, is it a solo war against the Autumn Court, or are you?
It's mostly
working with
just
Bo on this.
I think that he's informing Bo that he's going to be acquiring some gear. Now he's speaking in like jargon, so it might go completely over Bo's head. Yeah, I'm gonna gear us up. We're gonna be good. I'm gonna get us on a sit rep, and we're gonna be able to blitz. I need to know: are you down for that, or do you have like? Are you good at eye in the sky, or do you want to be like right ground and pound?
I'll have you know that Beauregard is at least twice as has at least twice as many intelligence points as Brodie.
This is true. This is true. Let me just confirm with my
2
character
is
sheet.
twice as many as 1.
I mean, yep.
Okay.
True.
No, but even with the jargon, well, we're still figuring out who needs to be taken out. Not just going to go in and
But
trim the entire autumn court, right?
I don't want to trim the entire I don't think I do. Like, I just look, Bo, look, we need to take out like the guy, like the king, right? Because he's got like an evil plan, and you know what? All the rest of them are a bunch of wimps. Like, if he goes down, they're gonna scatter.
Including 2 of your motley.
Yeah,
Who
he's
said
been
that?
manipulating.
Hey, Hobbo.
Yes, Satan.
No, it's just the hobgoblin that walks
Did you
around
hear
here
that too?
sometimes. No, it's Rudy. Rudy, fuck off.
Rudy, get out of here.
He takes his little
Oh,
tape
Woody.
recorder and
That's not even a real tape recorder. That's a talk boy from Home Alone 2.
the inhabitants of the Hollow have noticed my presence. I'll back off for a while and let them reaccustom themselves to their natural environment.
Please tell me he
Anyway,
plays it
we've
back in his
known-
room on a Teddy Ruxpin.
We know. Hey, did you take my yak back?
No, it's really
I
a
was-
talk boy. It's really a talk boy. They released a limited number of them. They all sucked. Because I wanted one. They did.
I had a yak back,
Fuck
and
you.
the yak backwards.
Cal, tell me how Bo is sort of sussing out Mother Bear. Like, what exactly is he kind of saying or doing to figure out where she stands?
Going to tell her plainly, to kind of summarize, tell her plainly that they need to do something about this. That, like, if in the very least Reese is involved in manipulating people's minds and working with like the huntsman, so like there's a deal or something like that, and that's as traitorous as you can get, and see how she reacts. But also, whenever he'll kind of, before he amps up like wanting to actually do something, he'll shadow her or tail her to see if she immediately or eventually kind of like makes a phone call or like scurries off somewhere or decides to do something in Beauregard's many shape changing ways. He can kind of do that. All of his actually, I have the ability here that contract is called Chrysalis. So he's been a crow, he's been a rat, right? Like they've low-key been like surveillance animals.
Okay.
It's not something that a lot of people like know he can necessarily do. So yeah, because usually when people are like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, this is happening, their immediate thought is to go into like defense mode, or go into like, oh, how can I salvage this as quickly as possible?
Okay.
So let's see, see what she's up to.
Her initial reaction is very much how do you know any of this? What? These are very serious accusations, and if you are to bring this to the freehold, you will need proof. some sort of evidence. Not in the sense of respecting his clout, but he has been here a long time. And many members of the freehold know him or have been assisted by him in some fashion. And a newly crowned King of Summer might be seen as attempting to leverage this for political gain. We don't want anyone thinking that we're having a repeat of what happened down in Miami.
Proof, huh?
And I don't mean to come down on you too hard about this, but I can't see how he would have kept this a secret from... Wait, pause. Did Jocelyn mention only he was involved? I don't know how he would keep this a secret from the rest of us. We would need to know, as we transition to power, that the weird binding the huntsman, at least this one particular one, would not be a concern. The oaths would still be there, and the bindings would still restrict its function, but I would think he would confide in us.
Well, he confided in, or maybe, was it Slithery Pete?
Slithery
Well, if he
Pete.
did.
Did you,
he
did you
took
say
it from
Jocelyn
me.
told you, or that you found this out?
That it has come to my attention.
Comes to my attention, okay.
Okay. You don't think it's weird that there's been a lot of us disappearing or getting destroyed lately?
The harm that's befallen the irregulars over the last 2 years is tragic. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
One of them is of our court. When one hurts, we all hurt. Is this the direction your investigation has taken you? Is there any evidence that applied to this? I believe your motley was charged with hunting down the truth about this. Is this connected in your mind?
Oh, yes.
Can you elaborate?
Well, the evidence and the elaboration I can leave for others, but kind of just seems like you're trying to figure out what I know and what I don't know.
Only in the sense that I appreciate that you allow us these dialogues.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in this position for some time, and though I'm no longer in it, and I admit I do chafe at not being able to unilaterally make decisions, I have a wealth of experience to at least provide a sounding board or advice.
Well, what advice would you give
find proof. Hard, concrete proof. Something to show that... Now, I don't know how much you did tell her specifically about all the specifics of it. I think Jocelyn pretty well told everybody what she could say, and then Isobel gave her the ability to tell you everything. But I'll kind of work around that, assuming you didn't tell her anything too. They wouldn't want to hold too close to your chest. But you'll need something. If he controls one, you can't make him summon it. You can't prove that he can do this by forcing him to do something which he shouldn't be able to do. But there must be something you can find that you can bring before the monarchs, then bring before the freehold, bring before the weird.
Interesting.
I don't know that there is anything, but if you are to pursue this, then that is what I would suggest. Rest assured, knowing them as I do, and as you do, should any malfeasance be present, the full weight of the spears behind you.
I've got an idea. We'll find some evidence.
The cunning of youth. When you get to my age, it's just about keeping the wolves back.
It's about keeping the wolves back?
Metaphorically.
Oh, yes. And how did you keep the wolves back for so long?
Oh, I meant more. You pick what you know you can defend, and you attack when you know you can attack.
And if you have to sacrifice just someone from the herd here or there to keep an individual here or there to keep the entire herd safe.
Well, that's unacceptable.
I think that's his mindset.
That would not... I don't feel good saying that would not surprise me. I have respect for him. I don't know that I like him. I don't know that I know him well enough to like him exactly. I don't know if have you noticed that he doesn't seem to, well, express any sentiment one way or the other on things? At least tone and everything like that. It's very disconcerting.
Have you ever met with him and then later forget exactly what you were going to meet with him to speak about?
I'm sure there have been moments where I did not remember the entirety of our conversation. I've taken a number of blows to the head in my time. it is all still there, but yes, every now and then I'm sure I forget a thing or two. But I feel you're angling at something different.
No. Okay, good talk. Proof. I got it. I'll keep you updated.
Please do.
And then I hurry off to go talk to Dale and Brodie.
All right. Dale, you've been coping over this time.
Yeah.
So, are you going to go back to the Goblin Market to try to find some sort of timeline or find someone who can help arrange things? I mean, you can easily arrange things based on various tells between the memories, right? Like, so obviously, you know, this season, this was playing in the background, and that did, you know, wasn't a hit until until 2 summers ago. So you can generally put it together.
Yeah. If everything seems to make sense with between her and Isobel, then she's gonna kind of leave it as is for now, because I think the main thing is she wants to have enough clarity and understanding about what she's had removed so that she can, I mean, the whole end game for her is to confront Reese and ask why did you erase my memories? You know, like, what is this in the furtherance of? And then the big question for her then is going to be, does she believe him? You know, does she believe him when he gives her whatever the answer is that he gives her? So that's going to be the interesting part.
All right. So, oh yeah, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, and then trying to decide, when does she confront him? Like, I think she knows that Brodie's planning, and it's just like, okay, she has to do something before Brodie goes all, you know, like Branch Davidian Waco here.
Well, we're gonna do it together.
Waco stayed in a building. I'd be going to a place. It's completely different.
Okay, so you're more the Oklahoma bombing than Branch Davidians.
Let's not say that for YouTube algorithm, but yeah, okay. But she wants to try and get an answer before we go too far. You know,
fair.
Or at least get an answer that she can live with, and if not, then, or if she doesn't believe him, or if he just outright just shows whatever his true colors are and says, you know, I don't need you for this, blah blah blah, or whatever. If it goes completely sideways, then, you know, throw down with Brodie, and like, we're taking it out. So
all right. Well, you've got some time here. Is this going to be more of an introspective interlude, or
does she have
active?
A montage about making the pro and con list? I think she's just now trying to decide, is she ready to go and face him now, or does she think she needs more, not ammo, but maybe to know that there's more allies? So she probably wants to wait to hear from
But
Beau.
also ammo.
Yeah, also ammo. But wants to hear from yeah, we know you got the ammo, but she wants to know from Beau, like, you know, like, is there anybody else who she feels could be an ally for them?
Okay. Depends on, so in terms of allies, that depends on what you think has been happening overall. You are friendly with a number of other members of the freehold. and then at the very least acquaintances with many of the others,
Yeah.
both in your court and outside it.
Yeah.
So that
So it also twigged to me that, like, hey, why is it only members of the Irregulars Motley that are the victims? What's going on? Why is it just them? So
Right. Oh, so they might be allies, depending on what you think
Yeah.
is going on. So
Yeah.
I can't.
So she's at that crossroads. Like, does she confront him now? Does she wait? Maybe she just has to bite the bullet and go and talk to him.
Okay. Well, over this
Yeah.
week,
Okay.
as autumn takes hold, your phone is going off rather regularly. He's asking. It's not busy work. You've done this
No.
as preparation each time, and this is sort of scouting the boundaries, taking stock of where people of interest are these days, and really doing a good look at the status quo of Lost Ottawa.
Yeah. It's not out of the ordinary.
No, far from it.
Yeah.
It might be a bit obnoxious because you've done this before and you know the drill. But he says, "Have you done this yet? Have you done this yet? Please report in on this." Almost like one of those really obnoxious middle managers would do.
Yeah. But of course, this time it's twigging a little bit differently, just for what she knows, and it's like, and she's not just able to say,
And
yeah,
what
that's
she
just
doesn't
Reese,
know.
and what she doesn't know. Yeah, so she's not just able to say, yeah, that's just Reese, it's fine. There's just that, calling into, questioning, like, is there something else?
Okay.
Of course,
And
now it's different.
right. Okay, yeah. So that's what he'll. I guess that's what he'll be asking her to do actively.
Yeah.
But of course, she has freedom to do other things too. So if something pops up, just let me know. We'll get into that. Okay, Brodie. Brodie getting guns. Stuck in the ammo.
He's got to do something, and unfortunately, his intelligence score stops and ends with firepower.
Got an intelligence stat of 0.357.
Yeah.
All right.
That's high, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm not a gun person, but I assume that 357 Magnum is powerful. Powerful.
Probably.
Leaves a big hole.
I am a gamer still, so I have some idea, even if it might be
played
erroneous.
shooty video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Though I do believe that they misrepresent the ease with which one fires a Desert Eagle on the run.
Dual Desert Eagle.
Dual gold-plated Desert Eagles.
Oh, now it's a Mythbusters episode.
Yeah, right.
I'll do it.
Well, I happen to have here with me a mannequin and 2 gold-plated. He receives a message at work, maybe about Wednesday or so, after he's put out feelers and demands for weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an embossed card with snowflakes, and it says, "Please see me." And then the address is a house in Rockcliffe Park. one of the much wealthier spots in town. Brodie would know the address, having been there before, as Astor Winter Queen has held court there in her residence.
All right, let's go. I'm a little surprised that my mundane contacts led to the Winter Court that quickly.
Depends on where the Winter Court's looking at.
Ain't fair.
So it's Rockcliffe Park is one of those places in the city where you have land. There might be an acre behind your house.
Ooh.
There are no sidewalks for the most part, which I always thought was a bad idea. Former, was it Corel? I can't remember. But the CEO of it lived there for a time. Former Mayor Larry O'Brien lived there for a time. He was the Rob Ford of Ottawa, but less coked up. Just kind of got the job when he wasn't expecting to. And when no one wanted him to. Well, maybe. But it's where the rich hang out. Or at least used to. I'm sure there are other places these days where they also hang out.
All right, well, he's going to go there, and he's ready.
So she has it's a large house, and it has one of those nice circular driveways. Walk right up to the door, columns on each side. Knock on it. Wait, was it Beau or Brodie who went with Dale to get the books from that kid?
It was Beau.
It was Beau, okay. Same neighborhood. You recognize her servant, well, servant, employee. Answers the door. Oh, yes, please come in. She's waiting on the back patio. He's a changeling as well.
How many patios do you have?
There's a side patio as well.
And a front patio? That's 3 patios. It's a lot of patios.
I believe we would call the front patio less a patio and more I don't know what we would call it, but it's not very patio-ish.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, back patio. I'm on it.
Good.
Veranda.
Please, we're not in the provinces.
Aren't we?
No. So Brodie steps out to the back, and it's getting late in the day. It's sun setting a little earlier than it used to, but not quite as bad as it's going to get come daylight savings. And Astor Ali is standing there. She's dressed all in flowing white, contrasting strongly with her jet black skin, bald entirely. So it's very, very contrasted.
Chic.
Yeah.
Very chic.
Brodie, would you like a seat? Would you like a drink? Is there anything that I can get you?
Isn't that why I'm here? I'll take a coffee if you got any.
Yes. And she points to the assistant who goes and pops an espresso pod in.
Okay, sure. He'll try to hide his disdain for non-real coffee being a barista, and we'll.
Really, you just press buttons.
Well, I was surprised that you're the one that answered my reach out.
Yes, that's how you saw it. Brodie, I'm concerned. What are you attempting?
What's the Autumn King's name again?
Reese.
Reese, thank you very much. Do you, do you know about Reese?
Is there more to that sentence?
I don't know. Is there? Like what?
I am aware of the individual currently ruling the freehold as Autumn King, named Reese.
Are you aware of his, are you aware that he's a fucking scab?
You have me at a loss for words. Could you elaborate?
He's got a leash on a fae called the Well-Regarded Gentleman. He's been using him to do hits and other things. And I know that it has something to do with the murders of some of that motley.
Can you give me a murder board? Something I can connect these elements together.
I'll try to explain it best I understand. Yeah, sure. And he'll try to lay it out, like blow by blow as much as he can.
Does he correct himself on the huntsman versus the fae part?
No.
No.
He has 0 points of occult and intelligence 1. I mean, a huntsman is a fae, though. Like, they still are, like, part of the true fae, usually, right?
They're Arcadian, but they're not true fae.
Did they change that between editions?
I mean, the huntsmen weren't a huge presence in first, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
They
Alright,
really
We
bumped them up
wouldn't
in the
know.
second.
We're into 1 and 2. Come on.
I'm edition 1 myself.
They're the original
yeah.
inhabitants of Arcadia. The true fae came in and were like, we want this now. Yoink, took their hearts.
Huh. Interesting. Well, yeah, so he's got at least that on him, and, look, I know that it seems like a net positive, you know, having a weapon of mass destruction in your back pocket like that probably seems like a really good thing, but it's not. I've seen too many times that people in power think they can just negotiate or control people on the other side like that, or use them, and it always blows up in their face. Usually blows up in the faces of either the rank and file or civvies.
I am very aware of the damage that can be done,
So we
especially
need...
to civilians.
Yeah? Okay, good. I mean, I was just looking for a way to stop this huntsman, but if you get what that means, then the Winter Court can help us just stop this, right?
You... Brodie, how do you intend to go about this? You're going to shoot this true fae? You're going to shoot Reese and the entire Autumn Court if they are also culpable?
The entire Autumn Court's not colluding. It would be who needs to go down. You cut off the snake's head. And yeah, because like I don't know much about the true Fae, but I do know that when they're here, they bleed. And you know, if it bleeds, you can shoot it and it'll die.
Well, I was not being entirely flip when I asked for a murder board. If you are to summon the wrath of the Winter Court, such as it is, we do not simply move against a sitting monarch with nothing to prove it.
We've got a confession.
Do you?
Yeah. He confessed it to someone I know. Under an oath. Pretty flawed one, actually.
They will need to speak. We may then use our abilities to possibly discern the truth of their claims.
I can get you a better murder board than the one that I, like, dredged up here, too. But, like, no, if you'll... I can get that talk if you'll help. Yeah.
Bring me the talk and then we'll help. Or we'll discuss what can be done next.
Can I take a look at I want to check for little tells of a lie.
Okay. That would be... I would
Probably not going to do well.
Composure or wits.
Okay, I'll take composure, and would that be... I guess could it be subterfuge to look for signs of lies?
I think. Empathy or subterfuge.
Yay, I get a dice with one of them. I'm going to spend a willpower on this.
Okay. Difficulty is... I'm not being a jerk because you just spent the willpower, but
No.
she's a very stoic person.
Okay.
So it's a difficulty of 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good thing you spent that willpower.
Nope, nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. No. I only had 4 dice. I rolled 2 ones, so that would I had an old world botch, but new world I'm fine.
Oh yeah, right, because it wasn't a chance die.
Wasn't a chance die. Yeah. Oh wait.
You know her well.
I get to add 2 dice for Winter Mantle.
Oh. Add 2 more dice.
Okay, that is instead 2 successes.
Okay. So you're just trying to see if there's some tells that she's
I just want to know if
about-
she's full of shit or if she's just trying. I mostly want to see if she's trying to get me to lure out my source.
Whether that's part of her motivation or not is not immediately apparent.
Okay.
What is apparent to Brodie is that she seems to be attempting to placate him. The equivalent of patting him on the head and saying, of course, what's his name? Of course, Pokeroo is here, or something to that effect.
So, you believe me, right?
If you'll I'm not attempting to pun, but one cannot go off half-cocked on this sort of thing. If you and your motley have some means of proving this, then we can look at it as monarchs, and we can sort this out.
I'll give you the information I need if you swear an oath that you're not involved in this.
Excuse me?
I'll provide everything you need if I'm going to be providing, like, the life of somebody that I love. And if you can make an oath to me that you don't already know about this and you're not in leagues with him, then I can trust you. Look, I ain't asked you for much, and I have done a lot of dirty work for this court. I have buried bodies, I have liquidated fetches, and I have killed to keep people safe around here. And I will do it again if I have to, but I would like to do it alongside of you. My queen.
As would I. Give me 1 second here.
Please. I know you gotta look up oaths now.
I gotta look up a
Sorry.
couple of things. That's okay.
Brodie, slightly smarter than he looks.
He just knows how things work.
He's like, yeah, no, like a binding oath? Yeah, no, totally. I'll totally tell it, like, help you get to the source that you could totally shoot in the face. Promise you won't shoot him in the face. But here, a promise actually matters. Also, thanks to Tim Kulig for this badass music we're playing in the background tonight.
Right?
It's making me not trust her just listening to my own track that I'm
Right?
I don't know if I trust this lady.
Oh, then you,
Sound-
you chose it correctly. I'm not saying you shouldn't trust her. I'm just saying, like, if you don't trust her from that music, then it's good music.
Oh, yeah. What time of day is it? Is it day or night right now?
No, it's like 6 o'clock.
Oh, so night in this time of year, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is your resolve and weird?
My resolve and weird is real high. It is the highest you've ever seen. It is... Oh, actually, it's 4. It's actually not as bad. I thought it was going to be 2.
All right.
And if this is a reflexive or incoming roll, I would like to spend a willpower to raise those stats by 2. I don't think I have anything else that can help with that, unfortunately.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
Okay. Oh, it's a roll. That could have been better, but a 1.
A 1. All right. Brodie, I don't think it's your place to be making these sorts of demands. I only ever ask for some level of trust in my courtiers. And as she talks, you feel the weird sort of boom and sort of icy glamour not well up, you know, she's not pulling some like Elsa shit or anything, but she just sort of gestures with her hand towards you as she speaks, and you start to feel a coldness in your chest. And as as you are talking, Brodie starts to... It's not that he necessarily thinks she's right. He just doesn't care as much anymore. And he doesn't care... And the thing that sort of in his head he's holding on to is he will not give up. The name of, or Jocelyn as the source. And yet it fades, and his desire to keep her safe, to protect her, to be honestly, to help anyone else in the motley vanishes.
Huh.
And he just doesn't care anymore. In fact, any of his goals in life, look, what safer thing to do than sling coffee all day long?
Yeah.
To go home, watch Netflix, fall asleep, maybe finish the beer before falling asleep, wake up, go back.
I just need you to... I just needed you... I just needed to trust somebody. I don't...
Brodie,
I just don't want Jocelyn getting hurt, okay?
no one will be hurt.
Jocelyn, he told Jocelyn she's got the full pact and everything
So,
from the spring court.
really?
Yeah, he admitted everything like an idiot.
Why would he do that?
I think he wants her in on it because she's one of the monarchs, right?
I suppose if he were to find allies anywhere, he would need our assistance. This is...
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care. Like, I just don't want trouble where I live.
None of us do.
Yeah.
That's why you are with us. We don't want trouble here.
Yeah.
Brodie, can I ask you to do something for me?
Yeah, sure.
Think about this plan. Think if it's really necessary or if this is even the right way to go about it.
Why? What should I do?
She could wear a wire, perhaps. Maybe if she speaks with him again, she can get him on tape. You know, something physical, something tangible that can be played back.
Oh, she can play it back. She bottled one of her memories.
Oh. Well, then why didn't you say so? You have evidence.
Oh, I just forgot, really. Like I said, we do have evidence, though. Like, and she can probably get it, or whoever's got it. I honestly don't know. I heard it secondhand.
Find out, both myself, Bo, we would need to see this to take any action.
Yeah, okay.
I assume, being your motley member, he may already be read in, but he and I can sit and discuss this.
He's pretty red. At least his jacket is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll let him know.
Excellent. You did the right thing. And you're doing the right thing.
Okay. Yeah. I guess have a good night. I'm gonna head home then.
You too. Try not to let this trouble you. Think clearly. Okay. Lay out a plan. Present the evidence.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good. Your coffee's ready, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He no longer cares that it is a pod.
Yeah, he'll drink it.
And Kelly, I hate to say this, but any of your aspirations are inactive.
No! They were weird ones too. Damn it.
Oh, sorry.
Threaten the Autumn King is right there.
Oh, well, you should have rolled a few more successes. Okay.
Truly a monster when they attack your experience directly.
Yeah, I mean, jerks.
Oh boy.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, Caitlan, hello.
Hi, Kaitlan.
Welcome. Okay. So we've been doing the week in between sessions for all the characters. Bo was conferring with Mother Bear and kind of feeling her out about what she knows or stands on. He can tell you his conclusions there. Dale's been running all about doing work for Reese and sort of tying down the, not battening the hatches per se, but getting the lay of the land for when they take power. And you just saw the conclusion of Brodie's meeting with the Winter Queen.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. And so what is Isobel doing in this interim period?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about trying to maybe just do like a little digging and not just brush Selma's video aside. I know that Brodie was really thinking it was just her doing it, and
Getting
Isobel
attention.
was kind of like, all right. I mean, I could see that. I mean, checks out, but also maybe I should give it a little bit more thought. So if she had it, she was gonna see if she could try to like digitize it or get it digitized, and then enhance and stuff, and try to get it actually figure out if there's anything in there.
Okay. Does Isobel or anyone around here have any sort of psychometric like powers? You get readings off of objects.
Readings off of anyone can if it's
that's true. Yeah. You
or
can
use penning or whatever.
for fey magic. But I was thinking something specific, but that would work. Let's pull up.
Let me see what I have here. Yeah. Boop boop ba-doop boop. Bebop ba-doop bop. I think mine are all really like physical, like in a mirror, in a reflective surface. Whoa, wouldn't that be weird if I had like a video of a reflective surface and I could do that?
Imagine.
I don't think that would be a thing. But like, wouldn't that be crazy?
Unless
I'm trying.
Just kidding.
you set up a mirror.
Unless.
Dale has investigation for crime scenes and riddles is what she went with. I don't know if that would help you at all.
We
Do
can
you have any
definitely
contracts that
video?
are magical.
you can definitely take it to the university to get digitized.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Because I don't have
Um,
computers, I don't think.
Yeah.
I have
don't
one.
see-
Well, at the very least, they'll do it very quickly, or as quickly as they can. All right. So while that's in process, then, because it's not going to be overnight necessarily, unless you really kind of.
How long is the video?
Stare them down.
It wasn't that long.
No.
30 seconds at most.
It probably wouldn't take that long to digitize on.
No, that's actually true. Yeah, it would probably just
Yeah.
take over. It could be overnight or even that afternoon.
Yeah, put it in a queue and run it overnight. It'd probably be done in the morning. Yeah. I would say.
Depends what else they've got going on. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the backlog. Make it as long as quick as you want it.
okay. So yeah, you'll get that pretty quickly then actually. So what else is going on? What other Well, yeah, okay. So the tape will come back to her the next morning, or rather the digital file of it. They've done what they can. They've tried to clean it up. They were amused to see. Did I say it was VHS or beta?
We said
VHS.
Okay. You wouldn't have been able to see it if it was a beta.
No.
But then they would have been very amused. So, they weren't expecting you to bring in a VHS tape and they're like, I don't get it. But, the email says, I don't get it, but here's your file. Hope it helps. It's
Oh, it's all good. I was just going to say, you don't have to get it, but thank you for doing this.
they've tried to enhance what they can. And if you're looking at it on touch screens and that sort of thing, it's super easy to kind of zoom on it. It's not great quality in the sense that zooming in, there wasn't so much that they could catch. But they do say that they can try to run it through some sort of AI to fill in blanks here and there,
Oh,
if that's of interest.
sure. Let's see what they come up with. I like
Okay.
it.
All right. So again, they'll get back to you on that. But so now you've got
Okay.
a little bit of free time while they're trying to use generative AI and machine learning to hopefully correctly fill in blanks here. Oh, there should have been a person here. Let's put a person here.
Just a
There are usually
random person.
There are
Extra
people on
fingers.
streets.
It's
Insert
AI
people on
sharpening.
streets.
Why
my
does that
gosh.
dog have 2 sets of front paws?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It could have been a token camera, and it's showing that dog for what it is, something that has
Oh,
4 front paws.
That's
Ah.
right.
There you
In
go.
your
His name
world,
is
these
Denny.
things may make sense.
We named the
Follow
dog
that
Denny.
dog.
Penny? Nice.
So while she's waiting on that, what is Isobel doing?
Okay. So Caitlan is not fully sure if there was anything else we were looking at that she could look at in the meantime that isn't already been
Yeah. So like
handled.
the giving Jocelyn a loophole in the oath she's about to swear was one of the
Yeah.
things, but that's something we'll handle when Amy's available again.
That's
So yeah, it could just be her. Selma texts her a few times. Half of it's about Brodie and why, and then the other half is about the tape
yeah.
and WTF. You know,
I'll let her
who's
know.
stalking me?
Yeah, I'll let her know I'm on the case and I'm trying to get it digitized and figure out, see if there's anything I can zoom into to get any clues or anything.
Your show me the things that happen here contract just needs a reflective surface, right?
Yep.
Well, there are windows in an apartment building,
That's true. Oh, that's true.
and
That's a really good go to where the film was filmed.
the
Where
metadata
the
on
film
the
was
that they can extract from the tape, including
Yeah.
the little camcorder thing that says the
Whoa.
date on it.
Simon, what a great idea! Do that.
Just hack the recording's GPS coordinates.
Right? I'm in.
Recorders definitely had the.
They always had
metadata
that, like, yeah.
on it.
Well, no, because on the recorders they often had the date and then the time,
Yeah.
The date,
or the
but
recording time.
if you don't know the location, you don't know the location.
But it was her apartment.
Oh, it was. Well, that's
They were
lovely.
literally filming her apartment.
Oh, well, there you go, easy peasy.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, like the
And
beginning of Lost
everybody
Highway.
recorded. Everybody programmed their recording device for the actual date. Nobody just left it 0101 1990. Never.
Some might have. Depends on how like keen a videographer they were. Needless to say, you can still, take a shot at when and so on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they could extract something like that from the tape, right?
I mean,
I don't know the level of skill that you Ottawa video technicians have. With Carleton as my alma mater, I'm obligated to say they don't know how to do it. But being an adult, I also can recognize they probably do. Let's say, for sake of argument, they can.
perfect.
Something in the magnets.
Yeah, how do they work?
Geomagnetic location.
Oh, big brain moment.
So Isobel has something that she can pinpoint.
Excellent. All right. If we have a free moment, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So set up your roll,
Okay.
hanging outside her apartment.
Yeah, just chilling.
Sit there with the video camera.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What are you doing here? I'm trying to see what it looked like.
This is legal in
Like,
public.
okay,
this is
what a
legal in public.
weirdo. All right, weirdo.
Then you find out your
And
memories
our
were wiped and you recorded it.
Womp womp womp. I mean, maybe. And occult and weird. And
Unfortunately, I can't make it Dale because you got all your memories back.
and weird.
They just pulled one back for shits and giggles.
Okay, and
Well, if anyone in the chat, if you want to spend a hurt them more, then maybe we can do that. But
Oh no!
I-
That's not enough. I
yeah,
mean, how many people has she killed? Did she kill? Oh, never.
All of them.
Oh.
Don't take my bit. Don't take my bit.
All
with
of
the
them.
killing people one.
It's all been Dale.
Look, it's not a lot, but it's a living.
all right, do you want me to roll?
I mean, not for them, but it's a living.
I do
for
want
me.
you to roll. Yes, please.
All right.
I'm just noting that, in fact, hurt them more has been redeemed. So,
Oh, shoots. Nice.
Dale's gonna
All
need
right.
that therapy pretty soon.
Okay. Out of everything,
Thanks.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So looking in the windows at the reflections and seeing what happened that night. Oh, am I obligated to do this now? Is that what
You can always tell me like if they had a different angle, like they weren't able to be seen.
Oh,
you
no,
can see a camcorder.
Am I obligated to make it Dale?
You can save your
Uh,
the more for a
gotcha,
time that you
gotcha.
do.
I mean,
No,
it's
it's
up to
You are
okay.
you are the storyteller. Tell your
Yeah,
story, but of
you-
course, but
Yeah.
use.
What do you
But just
think?
remember, you're starting a fire with gasoline that someone gave you. So use the gasoline. But you're the match.
Yeah. So you see a few people coming in and out. Things you would expect to see. Cars going by, passers by, and then he walks into view. You do know the Reverend being a member of the Autumn Court, but his sort of his kind of manic expression, his sort of shabby, unkempt, tousled appearance, and his grin, ear to ear grin as he holds up the camera, actual like small camcorder, not small because it has to have the tape. So old school, big one. And he's just kind of grinning as he points it at the building. Then you see a couple of people walk up, and he and one or two are a little more confrontational. He gives them the finger, and then one guy gets kind of in his face, and he puts the camera down. And this seems about right, about 30 seconds into the recording that is happening. And then he just smashes the camera across the guy's face, knocks him on the ground, laughs, and then walks away.
Wow, sus. Okie dokie. I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to do it anyways. No. Yeah, I have a house. I have a house that's not our group. It's not our place. So I'm going to suggest that she's come stay with me for a bit.
Okay.
Yep. I'll just if I know she's not working, I'll probably just go up to her apartment.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, she's not working today. She called in sick.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, she's had 2 tragedies in the last 48 hours that
I know.
are really hard to handle, and I mean that would be just very kind of you, Isobel. I mean, one, it would just be great to be with somebody else, and I could talk to them. I mean, he was just this impenetrable wall of. I don't know how to. I never thought I could get through to him and really reach him, and so our connection just couldn't form. That must have been it, right? That must have been. And yes,
I think that was
I'm
it.
a little concerned about the videotape and the fact that he's not here. If he was here, then I would feel safer. He seems like the kind of person who could really protect a friend, and I just I'll pack a bag.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, he is definitely someone who could protect a friend. But
Little does she know. So she packs up, gets the basics. And
don't forget the ice cream if you still have some. We'll get some more on the way. I know that look.
How did I do it so well? So she gets her stuff, locks up, and you leave and go get her set up at your place.
Yeah.
Okay. So that being said, when the enhanced file comes back, Isobel, seeing what she's seen, yeah, maybe that's that looks like Reverend Glory, kind of, in the reflection of one of the windows. Knowing that he was there, yeah, it's easier to kind of surmise, oh, that's what that is.
Okay.
But it's still not super clear, and he does have the correct number of limbs for him. It's still just 4.
Gotcha.
The AI hasn't messed up like that, but it more or less is sort of maybe confirms what she saw, in a technological way.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything else she's doing that week?
So we got that. I'm just gonna talk to Brodie about it, actually, because I know Brodie was like, just to I don't know, tell someone else too. Because I know he was like, yeah.
So you two can do that in 1 second. This will be just before, a day before Brodie goes for his meeting.
Okay.
So he's
That was going to be my big question.
still
Is it
able
before or after?
to feel some things.
I still have my care heart.
Oh.
And in this time, Bo, you've been sort of feeling out the rest of the summer court and getting everybody kind of,
Well, I did, after finding out the evidence thing, something popped up in his head that he wanted to talk to the others about.
Okay, so we'll have like a group meeting after the dialogue with Isobel and Brodie. So take it away.
Okay.
Probably at the coffee shop, I imagine.
Yeah, probably.
A
So I just
coffee
wanted to talk to you. I ended up going to Selma's apartment.
Yeah.
You know how we saw the video, right?
Uh-huh.
So I ended up going outside of it and using the windows to see who had been there, approximately when the video had been.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like
filmed.
to look in. I was like, that's how you normally use a window, Isobel.
Oh, do you have voyeuristic tendencies? I don't usually go looking in people's windows.
No, but you. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
So you went and you peeped on her. Okay.
No.
Are you the one that made the video?
I wasn't. But this is about who did.
Oh, okay. Who was it?
It looked like it was someone from my court, right? His name's Reverend Glory. Real kind of weirdo. Always smiling in like a really creepy way. Do I know anything else about him?
So he's a fairest moonborn. So he's one of those that get affected by lunar phases and the just how manic he can get kind of thing. And actually, I do want to double check because things change between editions, and I don't want to misspeak on it. His moniker of Reverend partly comes in how he expresses it. He's very passionate about how he delivers most everything. So Moonborn are sort of in a constant state of not full bedlam, but like passions kind of rage, and they can change someone's emotional state as well. So he does a lot of. He's the kind of person, if you want to rally the troops, you might send him out there to do it, or rev up a crowd. And he's very good at sort of satanic panicking people. It's sort of his shtick. He has a day job at a church where he delivers fiery sermons, and so whenever Reese wants to kind of up the everybody be afraid level, the kind where you send out messages to the neighborhood watch, he gets him to do it, and they arrange visiting speaker events at different churches in the area, or at universities, public halls, that sort of thing. So
Gotcha.
he's a rabble rouser in a way.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a dick about it all.
So she'd tell him that. Sorry, not to be like ditto, but also that's a lot of info. So ditto.
Like, he's a dick? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say there's like a high probability that he's working really closely with Reese. So
Okay.
I have to be wary of him. But yeah, he's the one that made the video, at least, and probably sent it to her. Why? I don't know.
What do you want me to do about it?
I don't know. You're usually the one that says kick his teeth in.
Do you want me to kick his teeth in?
I kind of just want answers. Like, why?
Do you want to like interrogate him like Batman or something?
That sounds pretty cool.
Okay, let's go do it. It's fine. He's one of your
Okay.
court?
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Your court sucks.
Hey.
I'm sorry, like half of them are like literally evil.
I mean, you got a point.
Like literally, yeah. All right, fine. Let's go. We'll find him and like, I really need more coffee. I'll hold him down and you can interrogate him and just be like, who are you?
I have to perfect the voice first.
Who are you?
I don't know,
That's
something
pretty
like
good.
that.
That's pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
You've been practicing and I can tell. And I think it's... yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's go do that. Let's go terrorize this guy.
Okay. So at you know the church he works at and resides at, it seems. There's no service at this time of day, so he should be in his office if he's around.
All right, so how do we do this? Just bust in there?
Yeah.
Tie him up?
No, you don't need to tie him
Nope.
up. Just... That's bondage rope, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it still works.
I mean, yeah, it might imply something else.
I mean, he's a real weirdo. I'm sure he's fine.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So long as you're okay with it, I don't care.
Hey,
yeah,
Dale,
let's
have you
go.
seen that like red rope that I keep under my bed?
Bullshit, you know it's purple. They're always purple. Even when you don't order the purple, it comes purple.
It's about the same color as your hair.
In fact,
Oh my.
What? I don't.
I have the 80-foot one, but the 40-foot one's missing.
Rudy,
Were you
day 12.
Were the Hobbs using it for their tug of war tournament?
A different type of tug tournament. Anyway,
Oh, I
Yeah.
said
Day
tug of war,
12.
tug of war.
The rope that Bo uses and makes all those funny sounds behind the door with that we've been using for tug of war has gone
You've
missing.
been using it for tug of war?
It smells funny. That's how we know.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
We
Not
we
ha ha
heard
funny.
we heard through the door, tug it some more, and we just assumed that's what it was for.
Oh my goodness.
So,
All right. Anyway,
Okay.
do you burst in? Do you open the door?
I have this memory taken out.
That's great.
I'm gonna make a list of the ones that I don't need anymore.
no, you
Yeah,
take
you're
this
like,
one
okay.
forever.
Now that you're gonna
This
take
one.
away some memories, I'd also like this one and
Yeah.
this
Take
one,
this one and this one.
It's not going to make tax evasion any easier. I'm just going to put it out there.
Damn.
All right. The door.
We're just going to swing it open.
All right.
He's sitting behind the desk, tapping away at a computer.
Cool. What's behind him?
A wall.
Perfect. I'm going to walk in and I'm going to kick the desk so hard it's going to pin him to the wall.
Whoa, I'm
Wow.
gonna close the door.
Okay.
Yeah, that was...
Okay, make your roll.
All right. Let's find out what we got here. So that's going to be strength and brawl. And that's going to be that many dice. And then what else do we got? Hold on. Oh, I've slept. I'll get a willpower back.
Hmm.
Wait, is that the way it works?
Usually
Well, you
yeah.
also get one, I think, every time you rest.
Red Revenge.
Have you not been refreshing your willpower?
Absolutely
Ever?
not. Absolutely not. That's why I haven't used it very much. That's why I started
Months have
using it.
passed in game.
Oh no.
Almost a year.
You know,
She's been
logic. didn't
very
work on me.
sleepy. I think I'm gonna activate Red Revenge, which
I'm allowed to sleep. Oh God.
Oh,
It's been
finally.
going and going.
Peace at last.
Okay. What's
Okay,
this red rage thing?
so Red Revenge. I'm just trying to look it up because I don't have my book nearby. Red Revenge, elemental, and it does. Is it just do that? Okay, cool. The bonus is that it's free because I'm using it to avenge some, like a loved one, or I guess a friend. So if not, I'll spend 3 glamour.
Well, how do you feel about her, really?
I'll spend the 3 glamour.
Oh,
Ouch. Yeah, really. Well,
Oh, so go
decision
berserk.
has been made.
Take 3 plus 3 to initiative, intimidation, and physical dice pools.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the
I'm gonna spend a
berserk
will-
condition?
Yeah.
Okay.
How does that work? Let's find
And you're
out.
an
There's a
ogre,
second
right?
piano that plays, and you can hold a really big sword.
So you're
Yeah.
also going to inflict the knockdown tilt.
Yes, I will.
All right. So difficulty 2, but
Difficulty
because
2.
it's a desk and you're trying to pin him to the wall.
All right, then that is going to be this many dice. Here we go. Oink. I did it. That's 3 successes.
Okay. So not exceptional, but still.
It's actually 1 sec. Is it exceptional?
Oh, do you have a thing that makes this kind of thing only 3 dice? Or 3 successes?
No, my Kith blessing is based on being gang beat. When I'm being, I almost said something different. But when I'm being attacked by multiple people, I get bonuses. However, my seeming blessing, if this does him a single point of damage, I will impose the beaten down tilt for 3 turns,
All right.
which costs me nothing because I'm doing this on behalf of another person. I don't have to like the person, but I'm doing it on behalf of the other person in this case.
All right.
So just BAM!
Okay. Yeah. So the desk just flies up, and he looks surprised. Isobel has not often seen him look surprised, and he crashes into the wall. Oh my fucking hell! What? And he's knocked down. Was beaten down. Was it?
Beaten down. Yep.
Beaten down. Shit.
That's certainly colorful language for where we are.
Damn. Oh, I mean, hold on. I gotta look at beaten down because I want to know exactly what it's doing to him. Oh, wait, there it is.
It's pretty dope.
Okay, yeah. So he's got to spend willpower every time he wants to take a violent action.
Nice.
Oh, I haven't been hit like that since last time Bo and I got together.
No. Answer our questions and you won't again. But if you don't answer our questions, you might. I'm really good at this, guys. Trust me.
Isobel, what the fuck?
Why were you filming outside Selma's house and then up to her apartment? Yeah.
Who's Selma?
2 weeks ago, you were filming an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you there? Oh, why were you there?
I'm taking a class.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Brodie's going to start pacing like Darth Maul on the other side of the force field. And
now you're going to make me
front of
want to
his
try my
tits.
Joker impression too. I was taking a class.
Yes.
All right, fine. I was filming her apartment.
Why?
Why?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting this, but
You weren't expecting to get caught.
I didn't. I guess it didn't make a difference. The violent asshole there. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Oh, I didn't even think I got hit in the face.
You want to get hit in the face?
Don't forget.
How
to
much
leave
I
it
gotta
up to
pay you
the
for
military.
that? Usually they charge.
He's going to look at Isobel just waiting to be let off the leash.
Not yet.
Hey, look. Just remember that we have weak spots. You know, we can't get too attached to people and things and places. One time, and he's, still under the desk, he's kind of clutching his chest in there. This one time, I didn't pay enough attention to things. It was awful. I made the wrong enemies. And you wouldn't believe it if I told you it was horrible. It was just like they came in, I got home, bits of them everywhere. What's someone to do? And I didn't know who's gonna be next. What if
does this have
what
to
if it
do?
came for me? What if they came for me? Now, could Could you both please make a composure and weird roll?
Oh,
Oh
sure.
no. Mm. How does I'm gonna just check my berserk.
Yeah. Check
condition.
berserk because that may well be a
It might-
way to not worry about this,
Or it may be way worse. We're gonna find out.
or
2
worse. We're
successes.
going to find out. Yeah.
Ugh. Oops.
Oh, each turn you must succeed at a resolve and composure roll or attack the nearest target.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. So I'll do that. Oh, actually, my composure is really good.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
do composure and weird, and then we'll do resolve and composure. Because he may, as a result, do this.
Oh, okay. 1 success and 1 success. I can only roll 1 success tonight, apparently. I guess I did roll a 3, but so
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, gosh. Let me see if something is applicable here. Okay. Isobel got how many successes?
2.
And Brodie got how many successes?
1.
1. Oh, what's he gonna do? So he rolls 5 successes.
Ooh.
I got 2 10s on that.
Nice.
As he incites bedlam in the
Mm.
both of you, which applies a condition. Because he's Autumn Court, the condition is frightened.
Oh.
Basically, he does this by talking about his worst memory.
Mhm.
So when Isabel's like, "What is it? I'm not following this," and he's freaking out. He's kind of revving himself up, and heightening that emotion. So frightened. Basically, you need to leave right now. Your only priority is getting away from the thing that frightened you. If someone tries to stop you, you'll fight your way past them. You can't approach the source of fear or act against it. If the only way out involves going near the source, you'll collapse on the ground in terror. Last until the end
Wow.
of the scene, but you can suppress it for a point of willpower.
Oh yeah.
And it resolves when you escape the source of fear.
I'm gonna suppress it. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Okay. All right. But he gets 2 conditions.
'Kay.
On. But it's still out of the. Oh yeah. Okay. So. hold on.
Amaze me.
Yeah, I'm going to
Watching Brodie be so steadfast, she's gonna also
spend the
spend
willpower.
Yeah.
Okay. Frightened and
Horny. What?
yeah, I did not.
Excuse me.
I saw that one and did not pick it. Not horny, but they give examples of the seasonal
Scare-roused.
emotions, and wanton for desire is one of them. And I was like, no.
Fear, you really know how to rile a girl up.
Cowed would be applicable,
Moo.
but kind of the same. The one I did like though was disassociation. Your character questions whether
Okay.
they're even real. Experience episodes like a passenger in someone else's body. So while you're here, you're both frightened and disassociating yourself from this. But you spent the willpower, so right now you're okay.
Okay.
So he notices that it doesn't have an immediate effect. Hey,
That was a good
Hey.
try.
oh,
Stay away from stuff. Not get attached to stuff. Like Christ? Huh?
I'm
You
not
like him?
super.
Yeah, I think he was pretty attached.
Okay.
Yeah.
Letter opener on his desk.
He does.
Cool. I'm gonna crucify one of his hands to the wall.
Oh,
You do it.
Cool.
Oh my
I'm angry enough.
Motherfucker. Oh,
So answer our questions properly.
I did.
Who are you working for?
Who do you
Or
think
is
I'm
this all
working
your
for?
plan?
Who do you think I'm working for?
Who are you working for this right now?
Hey, do you think Jesus had his nuts nailed to the cross too? Because I could do that.
I don't know. Why don't you try and find out?
I
gonna
like
grab
my
his
nuts the way they
stapler.
are.
Oh, okay. And Brodie's in a berserker rage. He's gonna grab the stapler, flip it open, and start stapling the crotch of the chair about right at the edge of the chair, and just start going ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk up the chair toward the target.
Fuck. Okay, it was Reese.
Okay. Were we the targets then?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, but no. But
I don't know. He's getting pretty close. You better explain yourself quick.
he knows that you two have a connection with somebody in that building. He just told me to film it and leave the videotape there. That's all.
Could I like insight? I mean, he looks pretty shit scared that he would just tell us anything, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Give it a try.
okay.
Well, what do you want to do? Like, just
Yeah, just like see if he's telling the truth.
seems like it.
Okay.
You know.
Do you want me to
He's-
roll?
Nah.
Okay.
No, you're pretty sure he's telling the truth.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So what I would like to do now is not have my nuts stapled and get a glue. There's gonna be a hole in my hand after this one.
Or you can eat a goblin fruit.
Oh yeah.
No,
I
you
guess
can
I could
fix
do
it
that.
pretty quick.
Okay, so it's not that bad after all. Whoa.
That's-
Good work, Brodie.
yeah.
Now I have
We need to get the
to-
fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
great. Speaking to a youth group in 20 minutes, and I need to prepare my talking points.
Ugh.
It's called "Don't Stick It in There; You'll Get Set on Fire."
Brodie's gonna hurry out of the room because
Yeah.
I'm assuming the scene is probably
Yeah.
waning
Yeah.
in his
And this-
mind,
Yeah, fair.
and he's gonna just start giggling to himself and also eeping as he is like hurrying out of the room.
Eeping?
Okay.
Yeah, like
Ah.
because nothing's real, but it's very scary at the same time.
Yeah.
Imagine. Okay. All right.
It's been a bad day for Brodie's brain.
Oh, because tomorrow is going to be even worse.
Oh gosh.
Get all revved up and then have it all yanked away. So we'll close that scene there. And then end of the week, the Motley has time to meet up again in the Hollow.
Okay, now is this before or after Brodie stopped caring about things?
Yeah,
After
do I
Brodie
care
stopped
about when
caring.
when do I start caring again? Do I know out of character?
I'm gonna double check that.
Okay.
And he never cared again.
care about anything again.
What am I, a Gen X? Am I Gen Xer now? I'm just apathetic. Dare
Yeah,
diary.
I mean, you know,
Whatever.
Good. Apathetic.
yeah, this is
Okay.
my life.
I'm an emo kid.
It's funny that Kel's like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, so we're all going. Hi, Apollo.
No.
During the duration.
This sleepy little cup.
It doesn't say a duration, but there must be one. Okay, maybe duration is
Use the
mentioned
can opener
earlier.
there.
Well, it certainly can't be forever.
From my very small amount of reading through the thing, it seems that there are things are like turn, scene, or day length, unless
Yeah.
they're extremely supernatural, or
You're
that's
extremely
kept
supernatural.
up, right? Yeah, that is weird. Usually there's a duration.
Well, let's say day then.
I care
So by
again.
the-
I wake up and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, by
It's
the
like
time
waking up and you're like, where are my meds?
Yeah, by the time you get together with everybody, you're able to care again.
Well, I don't know how your guys. Quests have gone, but
I fucked up.
oh,
What do you mean?
Well, I went to get some more equipment, and it ended up that I went to like the head of the queen of winter had me over to her place, and she
hey, good job.
no, not like that. Like, she wanted me to talk about like why I needed the guns and the murder board, so I told her kind of the outline, and then I don't know, something weird happened, and I spilled the beans about Jocelyn.
Oh,
Not on purpose, but it just kind of came out. I don't know what happened. So we should probably watch out for her. She must
have used something on you.
Maybe I'm just dumb.
did she say anything else?
Come on, I had my entire memories wiped, so she's a monarch. She's got skills.
She said that like that she'd be willing to help out with you, Beau, if we had proof.
So she wanted
Okay,
proof.
so is your vibe... Wait, Brodie, is your vibe that she's hindering us?
I don't know.
She's...
I tried to get her to swear an oath that she was on our side, or at least she wasn't on Reese's side, and then it all kind of went weird.
Sounds like she's on our side if we're the winning side.
I mean...
Okay. Well, I mean, she's not on our side then, right? Because...
No, and you know, I
You're
got
not
the
winning side.
I didn't get any... Wait, how would I know if I was...
She's wanting proof.
If I was mind scrambled?
Why? What? Okay, what was your meeting with Mother Bear like?
Well, a lot like all the other ones. It just...
Yeah.
I opened up a bit. Either she's been in the game a long time, but
yeah,
I feel she didn't ask questions about who, what, why. Just
okay.
Which makes me feel better about opening up with it. But the biggest advice was do it properly and do it with evidence. Because if we roll in and we bust heads and we have no evidence, then we're the lunatics that could, and she never said this, but I'm piecing it together. We want to end up being the ones where all the murders are pinned on us. Especially since we've been given the go-ahead to help investigate the irregulars, right?
And considering...
And we've been at all the crime scenes, and we've...
I mean, let's face it, I'm responsible for one.
You're responsible for one what?
One of the
Pete.
murders.
Well, at least one, yeah.
Wait, what? When did you guys talk about this when I was out of the room last time? Who did you killed Pete?
Yeah.
I know you feel responsible, but you... Wait, you actually...
Wait, did you shove him in the fridge?
The freezer. That's
Yeah. Yeah, that's even
After.
harder. Holy shit, Dale. You're really strong.
Well, he's quite, like...
He's not that big.
What's the word? He's quite... he's quite bendy.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
bendy.
I mean, he's
Very
stiffer now.
flexible.
Serpentine.
Yeah.
Well, he's pretty rigid now.
Yeah.
Oh.
That guy had nothing but, like, fudgesicles in his freezer.
That's
Like
weird.
17, no meat, no bread or anything. He had like 17 packs of fudgesicles.
What a weirdo.
So maybe he
Memory
had
comes
it
back to
coming.
Dale also being confused by the
The
quantity
number
of fudgesicles
Having
when she
rinsed
shoved him in.
out to
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
stick him in there.
She had
Yeah.
to
You
take a
can do
You
couple
have to
out
put
as
a
well.
bunch in the fridge.
Gotta eat him. Yeah.
Wait, does
Never
that
wanna touch
explain why
another
you
one in
came
my
home
life.
with like 20 packs of fudgesicles that night?
Is it,
I thought some of those tasted
do I
like
remember
blood.
this now? I was like,
I told you
oh,
not to eat the ones that
God.
weren't out of the plastic.
Look, the plastic always breaks in the freezer. You know that. Like, it's...
Wait, do you take the plastic off when you eat?
When I eat them?
Them?
Yeah, of course. I don't eat the plastic.
Oh, okay.
What? No, but like sometimes, like, didn't they? I guess what? Oh, la-di-da. You grew up rich, huh? So you got to eat
Okay.
both sides of the popsicle stick. My mom made me like break them in half and put one back.
Oh, with the breakable ones. Yeah.
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 Is that not what she brought back?
No,
was I eating?
fudgesicles. Fudgesicles are one. Usually, aren't they? I don't think they're the two
Look,
breakable
oh,
ones.
la-di-da. Miss,
Yeah.
like rich girl
We've
grew up
got a
with
lot of-
fudgesicles.
Okay, well,
We've got a lot of extra rooms here. Have you been taking the goblin freezy pops?
no.
Yeah, we do give
Yeah?
them to them for a good job. Like for a job well done. That's
Yeah,
their,
good
that's their
joblin.
reward.
Freezy pop, good
Good jo-
joblin. Have a
No,
goblin.
Joblin's the one who vacuums every now and then. Joblin the goblin.
Well, it sure is
Goblins
shit
like their
not
own
Rudy.
life.
God.
What does that guy even do? I don't think he's a
Rudy,
hobgoblin.
get out of here. He's right
He's not a
there.
hob. You know, he's just a human in a hobgoblin hat.
He's a very short human. He's some
Like a
kid.
shirt that's definitely a goblin.
It's just
He's not even
It's
short.
coming
He's
from
a
Home
Sean
Alone.
Astin.
Just snuck in.
The vampires are on to me. I should find a place to hide and
Tires. Like,
until sunup.
don't make us call your parents.
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
Just
Rudy's at least 40. What are you talking about, Dale? Shoo, get out of here, Rudy.
okay.
Well, anyways, Mother Bear said something about proof and something. Do any of you remember hearing a horn?
A few times. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Could we get that? That has something to do with. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not. You're
No,
the.
No, go with it. Just follow the thought. What do you? what is
If
it?
there's some sort of like contract or something, or has something to do with the horn, and I don't know if it's anyone who blows it or if it's specifically Reese, but that like allows that huntsman to,
Right.
and we've heard it a couple times now.
Yeah.
Or am I?
No, I think you're onto something.
We, you found the pledge ritual, whatnot, contract in the book, so you've read it.
Yeah. Is it in the contract?
not
That from
not
The
Bo,
horn
but they
is,
have,
but there's
yeah.
something else.
Harness. Isobel, do you remember?
You need the heart of a changeling,
Yes.
and you need to destroy the heart that was used to bind it originally. Then the power will return to the keeper, who has the huntsman's original heart.
Right.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. I have it written down.
The horn is
Oh,
it's not incidental, but what it says is
It summons him.
something will summon it, because it's not specifically for this guy, it's for any
Right.
huntsman.
Mhm.
So if they have a
Mhm.
different, shtick,
Mhm.
then if it's a raccoon huntsman that just banging on a garbage can,
Too
Yeah.
late.
is suitable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the main part to get control is to
Use the signal, and this
do
is
the do the heart.
Use the heart.
heart.
Do the heart. Yeah. Use the
so
change.
yeah, do you think there's like an artifact or something like that?
An artifact for what? Wait, I'm confused.
Well, you two read through the books and the
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you wondering how to gain control of it?
no, like how,
okay.
like what was involved in that. So out of character, you guys kind of haven't told everyone in the Motley like everything
Yeah.
that's going on, right?
No.
And so this is just Bo being like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe there's a
Yeah.
physical thing we can find and grab.
Oh,
He hasn't read these things that you two
gotcha.
have read.
Oh, gotcha.
So
For
this
some
is
reason,
me
I thought
trying to
I thought we already told y'all. Okay. It's not really a physical thing. For this one in particular, it's kind of how he announces his presence. Announces his arrival, rather.
Oh, so it's kind
But-
of like a flourish or
Yeah. Kind of, he doesn't have to be stealthy, he doesn't have to be scared. He is the hunter. He is the
Mhm.
huntsman.
Isabel is
Well,
also
to
well
be
versed with this particular one, so
Yeah.
you
there any-
would have seen him come and go quite a few times, and
is there
announcing his
anything,
presence is, he gets off on it.
Yeah, it's what he does.
is there anything physical that we can steal?
You basically have to
Take.
rebind him. You have to rebind him by sacrificing a changeling's heart.
Oh, well,
And if we destroy the heart that he was bound with, he'd bounce back to the previous
Yes.
binding.
He'd return allegiance to his original
I wonder. Oh, that might not be good either.
master. No.
Wait. Would we just be able to ask him?
I mean, he
Ask the
does have
huntsman?
allegiance at the moment. We could try.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
Like, if we're not a target.
No.
I do know that Reese was trying to scare either me and Brodie or Brodie.
Yeah.
Probably both of us.
Now,
Mm.
in Dale's recovered memories, has she met with the huntsman, with the well-dressed gentleman in Reese's presence?
Well regarded.
Well-regarded gentleman. Thank you.
Well, the well-regarded gentleman has not been seen.
Okay.
That is a figure kind of off.
He's
okay.
the-
Right.
In the background.
True.
Yes. Thank you. So-
and since
but
they
has-
don't come to Earth,
Yeah.
they send the huntsman.
Right. So has Dale met with the huntsman
Nope,
in Reese's presence? No. Okay.
not in your memories, not in
Not
your
in
recovered
memories.
memories.
Right. Okay. I mean,
Oh.
And I think
He
it's
might
fair
know who I am.
for Jocelyn to have said who she saw there, and that
Mhm.
was just well, that was the Reverend, but it was also the Dryad Serenity
Yeah.
Oh, was that at the meeting with Reese?
Yeah.
in the community
Right.
center. Yeah.
Right. It's all coming back to me now. Okay.
Okay.
So interestingly, I think Dale, you were watching the video with us, yeah? Yeah, you
Yes.
were. Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured out who made it, and that was
It wasn't me, was it?
It wasn't you. It wasn't
Thank
you.
God.
Reverend Glory, actually.
Oh, that freakazoid?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
I
it sounds like
Surprised me.
under Reese's orders to frighten us, to memento mori, whatever.
Wait.
She's
So he's
Why?
making people forget or scaring people away.
I don't know. He was saying something about holding on to what you have.
Man, I just. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to the huntsman.
What are we gonna
I
ask
mean,
them?
How's the
I
hunt?
know,
You doing well?
yeah.
How's the kids?
Just
How's the weather where
don't
you
yeah,
live?
I mean, just ask him what he knows, if he's aware of why he's here and what the purpose is. I mean, he may not, but he
Well,
might
if his
have a
allegiance
clue.
is elsewhere, he likely won't want to tell us anything.
But if he wants to get back, he might not want to be in this contract. He may not want to be in this binding.
What's respective occult levels?
4.
Occult levels?
Yeah.
Occult.
I've got some occult. Oh,
Oh, Dale's
two.
just got one.
Okay.
2 occult.
2 occult.
Yeah.
And I want to. Okay, continue. I'm just curious.
Yep.
I don't know though. I guess it matters if he really cares. Like a job's a job. The hunt is a hunt.
True. But just because it was negotiated for him to be here, it doesn't necessarily mean that he wants to be here. It wouldn't hurt to ask. I mean,
Wait,
at
did
the very
you
least, at the very least, we would know whether or not he's.
is he like
in it or not.
binded, or is it like a negotiation or a contract?
No,
What
he's
No,
bound.
he's bound to
He's bound
service.
here.
Yeah.
But I mean, he could. I mean, he might be like, whatever kind of a sociopath or psychopath and just not care. Like, yeah, sure, killing's killing. It's good wherever. Or he might not be wanting to be here. He might not want to be here at all. Who knows? But I think it's a question we can't ignore.
What was the question?
Whether or not the huntsman wants to be here.
Why would
Maybe
he
he
want to be
wants-
here?
Exactly. Why would he want to be here? He's bound
he's
here.
like-
He probably just wants to go back to where he's from.
And do some hunting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Do you know more about this? How do you kill huntsmen?
I never had to kill one. I just
Because if
just
we
had
can
to
get
win the hunt.
2 birds stoned at once, then
My huntsman was different. It was it was like the English hunting with dogs and horses, and I just had to make it out.
Do you know, Isobel?
Could I make a roll to see what I know exactly about huntsmen?
That's what I'm looking up.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I kind of think that for some reason I should wrap a weird into it, but at the same token I don't. Make an intelligence and a card roll.
Okay. I think might is 3. Yeah, it is. Okay. Ooh, wow, 3 10s. Okay, let me
Wow.
do this. Wow.
Keep going.
Yeah. 1 more success. So 4 successes.
Okay. Isobel would know, being the occulty type, and
Jenny.
having some knowledge of her, her Fey brethren and connections. The
Hey,
huntsman,
brethren. Hold on.
well, like lowercase f, lowercase f. The huntsmen aren't willing servants of the true Fae. They're bound to them as well. So whether he'd want to go back to that, who knows? He might not want to be here because he's not a creature of this plane.
Mm.
But again, has been forced to be here. But yeah, returning him to his previous master would make no, wouldn't necessarily dispose him kindly towards you for doing that. Rather, that's not like one shouldn't expect him to be thankful for that having happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then thinking as a player
Mhm.
for plot, we could take the character, they could take the tact that hey, you don't want to be here, we want to end all of this, you help us, we'll help you as best we can.
Hmm.
And enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I like that, but
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of stuff.
No, I think that's a good idea, Jill.
I mentioned that originally, but
All right, I think that's a good idea. Bo. I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea, Bo.
Yeah,
oh, thanks.
yeah, I think Bo's right.
Wow, I've been on a being right streak lately.
Oh, yeah.
Bo's taken my idea and presented it to the group.
It's
I
good to
don't know
Really?
how I should feel.
Kid, I
throw a
told you, don't make me
half-melted
call your
fudgesicle at
parents.
him.
Throw us.
I told you, he's a 40-year-old man.
Dale continues to mistake my age. Perhaps he views me as younger spiritually. Or mentally.
Shut up!
Perhaps emotionally.
Who are you even recording that for?
I don't know. I don't think it even works.
His
I think
podcast.
he
Yeah.
thinks
Talking
he's,
to it.
he's talking into a yak bag.
Look, Rudy just got trapped in the hedge. He was just some 40-year-old schlub, and
Oh my god.
wandered in here.
He's
and
our
he's just doing the
reconnaissance goblin.
best he can do.
He's doing his damn best.
He fights for head of the house goblin. It's between him and Jocelyn.
Yeah.
And he's a fan of Attenborough, so you know.
We have like Goblin of the Month posters, and it's just like one or the other every single month. I think right now they're
Jocelyn or
actually
Rudy?
Jocelyn
Oh,
has
man.
one more month than Rudy does. Rudy won't let it go.
Alright.
And poor Kevin's just there like, what's a hob got to do to get ahead? He's like,
I make the schedule. I train the new hubs. I do this. I do that.
cut their stupid
What
pizza
I've
into
got to do
weird,
to get your head
weird
around
freaking
here.
shapes. I made those stupid cracker pizzas for them.
Oh yeah.
You guys are really mean to Kevin.
I know. We got to give Kevin a break.
I know. Sometimes I like to throw shit.
I've
at
been
Kevin.
calling him
It's
Kyle.
Kevin. Kevin.
I've been calling him Calvin. He didn't like that either.
At least we're not
Forgotten
calling
that
him
a lot in my
Gizmo.
life.
He's our Guillermo. Kevin's
Oh,
our
yeah.
Guillermo.
We don't have a
Not
game.
you, Rudy.
Okay, so
Okay. Oh,
what's are you formulating a plan?
yeah.
I think we're trying to. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, does he have this guy a free time, or does he only come when Reese calls him?
Yeah. How do we find him?
We need to get the horn, right? Like, so that's fine. We'll just go steal it.
Well, I think Isobel was saying the horn's kind of like a magical effect.
I didn't think it was a physical thing.
The horn is the piece
it
that
is,
will
yeah.
call him.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's
okay.
not-
Isn't it like a conch shell that we have, or is it an actual horn?
Oh no, it's well, actually you haven't seen it, so you
No,
don't
we
know.
have not seen it. Yeah.
Um,
That's right.
Jocelyn did, so I'll have to ask Amy if she told you exactly what it was, or she just said he took out a horn and blew it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could. Yeah.
probably. That's probably the way.
He
Okay.
did this with his hand.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, the horn is the instrument, no
Got
pun
it. Yeah.
intended.
Mm-hmm.
But the heart is what
Yeah.
bound him.
Binds him.
So
Okay. Okay.
it's
Understood.
logical to surmise that the horn will summon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is an artifact, Bo. You're right.
Okay.
On a roll.
Yeah. Right.
We-
Bo with
Okay.
the bright ideas.
Not just a
just a
hat
pretty
rack.
face.
And he taps
No.
his horn.
Oh.
That's the one.
While there's like a
While there's like
While
4
there's-
hats there, it's just like
Brodie's
going on.
jacket is hanging off of it. Hey, he's always get caught in me every time.
Okay. I guess we're gonna steal a horn.
I like this.
Nice.
We were really
Yeah, we're gonna go
We're
heist.
doing this?
How else are we gonna find out what he knows?
I mean, we could just go kill him.
But we'd have to find him.
You know,
No.
if
I think
if
it's
we
the-
fuck everything else up, I'm with Brodie on that.
I mean, it can always
Hey.
be a plan B.
Yeah.
Like,
Plan
if we
Brodie.
can't get it and he outmaneuvers us and all of this stuff, I'm not like the others where I'm just willing to put up my hands and
No.
go, oh well, don't want to disturb the status quo. Like,
Yeah.
plan B is just bye Reese. The irregulars, Slithery Pete, he keeps scrambling Dale's brain like it. No. It's
Yeah.
he's better off dead than. Also, like, if he outmaneuvers us and he's smarter than us, we probably just want to kill him anyway, right?
Hey guys. What if
Yeah?
I killed all of them?
What if you what?
What if I killed all of them?
Good
What
for
if it
All
you.
of
was
who?
me?
I told you the ants weren't your fault.
Lyman.
Oh.
Like,
Okay, so what if you did? What are you saying, that you're a huntsman? Wait, have you and the huntsman ever been in the same place at the same time? Are you like Superman?
Whoa.
I don't
Whoa.
know, because he was there at the spring.
Were you there?
At
Wait,
the
were you
spring
there?
court. Yeah, yes, we were all there.
Were you there as the
Yes,
I know
huntsman?
Brodie had the shot,
No,
and I was up close.
yeah,
Where were you?
I was in the crowd. I was watching Reese.
What was Reese doing?
He was taking out the spring monarch.
I mean, but what exactly was he doing?
He was standing behind them, watching the huntsman come through.
So, Dale, if you were forced to do something, it's not your fault.
Wait, what if the Dale that we know is the Dale without those memories, and the real Dale had reasons to take them out?
I can't think of any good reasons why they should.
Because you've forgotten.
They wouldn't be my reasons. They would have been Reese's reasons.
Okay.
So are we talking to Reese, or are we trying to look for this? Well, no, we want to confront Reese last, right?
Yeah. Because
So Operation Steelhorn.
Mm-hmm. Because if there's a chance that the huntsman could be on our side, we might have a chance through the whole thing.
Okay. Well, let's do it then. Let's get Jocelyn, make sure that she didn't get like hooked and like.
Yeah, because if your monarch knows that Jocelyn knows and told us, we want to make sure that she's not going to face any blowback.
Mm-hmm.
She's safer with us than with anybody else.
So it sounds like there's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, why don't we wrap there? Because it's a very good spot to pause. And that means audience in the new year at the next episode.
Heist!
Some stage of the heist.
Heist!
Heist episode. Bo gets to be Brad Pitt eating everything during the plan. This is going to be so
As is
Ocean's
tradition.
11. Yes.
And someone gets to be Julia Roberts pretending to be Julia Roberts.
That's me.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually relatively inspired a joke. But, you know. Well, so that is where we'll wrap the narrative for this episode. Episode 10 of The Lot of Liars. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming and hanging out in the chat and letting us know about your prison time.
What?
Oh, Reverend Glory was my prison name.
Oh.
Yeah. So, should we do the outros?
Let's do it.
Okay. Kelly, you want to start? We'll go.
I would love to. Hi, everybody. You know, I'm going to jump ahead and do the Patreon bit, and then we're going to pass it on. But thank you to everybody who makes this stream happen, because Patreon pays for my food. And I'm going to go eat some food in a minute. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Big thank you to all of our patrons, starting with our divine producers, my mom, and Shaikon De Vermillion. Our demonic producer, Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Karasha Urquhart, and Big Nut. Our monster maker, Soul Omen, and our high council, Taryn, Dustin, Amethyst, Raven with Bauble, Chef Eladeth, Larook, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Jet, Grumpy Owl, Cody, and David Prophet. And I've been Kelly. You can find me here.
Nice list.
Bing, I'm done.
It's a nice list.
All right. Kel, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm Kel, Kel from up the road, and I have been your wonderful agent of chaos. No, not the agent of chaos. I'm hoping to prevent the chaos.
Recipient of
And,
chaos.
yeah, I am the recipient of the chaos, but hopefully the bringer of the heist. Yeah. The next one's going to be lit, I'm sure.
All right. Kel?
Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. It's been fun accidentally coming up with the right ideas. It's taken all season, but it was bound to happen sooner or later, right?
I'm proud of you.
Oh, I forgot to check my aspirations.
It's turning into a worthy monarch.
Oh,
One
yeah.
day.
We can, everyone but Brodie can check aspirations. No, I'm kidding. It's past.
But
Oh,
No, it erases
Aw.
them. It erases them. It
Oh,
actually
right,
says
it
in the
does
write-up.
erase them. Yeah.
But it doesn't say what the damn duration is for everything else, which is so frustrating. If you saw my
You just
eyes
lost
glazing out during
all-
game,
Yep.
that was me looking at like the rules being like, there's no duration on these powers anywhere.
Which is weird because there is a duration. Like
On some of
that's
them,
one in
but-
Everything
Yeah.
else.
weird.
Anyway,
Oh,
But yeah,
right.
when you can find me here on Dork Tales Wednesday nights at the Transylvania Chronicles in the new year, and you on in the newish year, or are we doing? Yeah, we're doing next week. You can find me at the Dork Tales Patreon. I'm actually running Descent into Avernus. Which has been it's been a lot of Baldur's Gate. I feel like it should have been called like
Baldur's
wandering through Baldur's Gate.
I mean, it's
Baldur's
called
Gate hard
Baldur's
mode.
Gate Descend into
Baldur's
Avernus.
Gate and below. Descend
Oh,
into
that's
Avernus.
that's true. It is called Baldur's Gate Descend
Oh.
into Avernus. That
Yeah,
that
that's
is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been
Full
fun,
circle.
and I do some podcasting here and there. Too Much Energon is my Transformers podcast. We're doing episode 150 next week.
Ooh.
It's been 4 years, yeah.
Wow.
And
Wow.
the Lasercomb podcast reached over 100 episodes, and every episode of that is a different TV show. We never do repeats, and a random episode of a TV show. And the premise is catching a random episode of something on the TV and
Nice.
deciding if we would tune in next week based on that one episode.
Ah,
Fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fun.
gosh, that's how I find everything on TV.
And that's me.
All
You're
right.
right.
And last but not least, Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I had so much fun. I was Isobel, the Darkling Notary of the group, because I didn't say that at the beginning. You can find me here on Dork Tales every Monday for Fandelver and Below, and on Sundays for Cold Iron, and Thursdays for Changeling, and every second Tuesday on Patreon for Descent into Avernus.
Awesome.
That's right. Two of these my companions here are players in Descent into Avernus.
Mm.
Sorry, there's a
I think
mosquito I need
episodes
to
are starting. Early episodes of Descent into Avernus are about to hit YouTube? Question mark.
Episode 0
Something
is
like that.
already up, and episode 1 is
Yeah.
going to be up in another week or so.
Nice.
Rad. So if you go and check out episode like the planning episode 0 and episode 1, and if you like that and you're not already subscribed to the Patreon,
Get on the
you
damn
can,
Patreon, guys. It's
On
Christmas.
the
Come on.
Patreon.
come on.
I got
It's
I got
Christmas.
bills. I got bills. I got so many bills, guys.
And a new member of the family.
Yeah, new
I
family.
do, and
New
he's
house,
yelling right now in the other room.
Oh. Aw.
Mm.
Yeah, I wish. It's high pitched.
His ears are very soft, and he's very licky. I
Oh.
enjoyed meeting him. That's right.
Can't wait.
I got
You
to
talking
meet
about
him
me or the
already.
dog?
This is the first
Can
one,
we
and
come down and meet him?
also the dog's pretty cool too.
Okay.
All right. And I am Simon. I have been your storyteller for The Lot of Liars and will continue to be so for 2 more episodes coming in the new year. So please make sure to join us
So close.
to see this through to its conclusion and see who's still standing at the end of it all. You can, as I said at the beginning, you can find me on various social medias, but I'd like to point you towards my YouTube channel at Tabletop Almanac, where I've got a bunch of actual plays as well as some reviews up there. More actual plays than reviews at this point, I think. Currently going up, because I've just finished editing, is Vampire the Masquerade 20th / 4th edition. 420, like Shadowrun 420. Nice. A Black Hand chronicle of a bunch of Black Hand trying to combat infernalism in Wyoming and each other as well. We had in a
But what about
recent
the
episode. What's that?
No, this is a dumb thing I say every now and then.
A recent episode had 2 of them egg each other into frenzy on each other because they're on paths of enlightenment, and that means they don't get to resist it. So fun times. And yeah, if you like what you see there, and you like what you saw here, and you feel like also helping with bills and college funds and so on, I run games over on startplaying.games. I have a bunch of listings, but I also take requests. And if you happen to be in Europe or West Australia, because that's the time zone I figured I can hit, I will also run games for you. That is 9:30 in the morning here, but that is 9 at night for you. Perfect time for both of us. So until next time, thank you for watching. Thank you all for playing. It is a
You're
pleasure as
welcome.
always.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you so much for running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It is a
Good
delight.
night, everyone.